What happens when a lovesick nerd sells his soul for 7 wishes just to get the girl he's been longing for? Easy. You've got this outrageous update of a 60s classic. Here's my review of Bedazzled from 2000. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2000 fantasy rom-com Bedazzled, released by Fox along with Regency Enterprises. Directed by Harold Ramis, starring Brendan Fraser along with Elizabeth Hurley. It's a remake of the '67 British film of the same name with Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, which was itself a comic retelling of the false legend. Yes, this film is less, in a way, a guilty pleasure of mine, and I watched it numerous times, but I sort of regret it, but I still find it to be a little amusing before I actually got into the original version, which I thought was much more funnier and what have you. Alright, so let's get started with our story. The devil runs a computer simulation to analyze souls to determine individual weaknesses to exploit. The program sells on Elliot Richards, a geeky, overzealous man working a dead-end job in a San Francisco computer company. He has no friends and his co-workers avoid him. He has a crush on colleague Alison Gardner, but lacks the courage to ask her out. After Elliot is ditched by his co-workers at a bar while trying to talk to Allison, he says he would give anything for Allison to be with him. The devil, in the form of a beautiful woman, overhears him and offers to give Elliot 7 wishes in exchange for his soul. As a test, Elliot wishes for a Big Mac and a large Coke. So she takes him to Mickey D's and places order. Elliot has to pay for it because there's no such thing as a free lunch. After taking Elliot to her office based at a nightclub in Oakland, the devil convinces Elliot to sign her contract and delivers further wishes. Each wish has Elliot living them out with Allison and his co-workers in surrogate roles. However, the devil always spoils his wishes by adding something he does not expect or want. Apparently, if by any chance is not satisfied, the devil gives him a pager where he has to dial the number of the beast itself, 3 6s, and brings him back to her wherever she is. After going through 5 wishes, which start out with being let's see, yeah, because it's been some time since I last saw this film. It starts out by being rich and powerful, but it turns out to be a Colombian drug lord. After that, it wishes to be a sensitive and why have you really, I don't know, a crazy redhead looking dude. That looks freaky. Let's see. In which, if you, I'll give you a heads up, a little Easter egg. The devil does appear with 2 vicious Dobermans, I believe, and she calls them Dudley and Peter, just like the names of the 2 main stars of the original, Dudley Moore and Peter Cook, who also wrote the original. Let's see. Oh boy. What were the other ones? Yeah, it wanted to be a professional basketball player, which that was really crazy, and to become a charming and charming writer and what have you, but turns out to be a flaming homosexual, as he mentioned in one scene. And the president of the United States, where he turns out to be Abe Lincoln. Crazy. Okay. After that, Elliot is arrested after confessing his story to a priest who believed he was drunk. Yeah, because yes, just like in the original, the devil pulls a fast one and says he already had used up 6 wishes because the Big Mac and Coke was not a test; it was a real thing. So after being caught, ran by the police, the devil dresses a police officer, throws him in a cell, telling him that she likes him and it would not hurt to have her as a friend. Elliot's friendly cellmate tells him that he cannot sell his soul as it belongs to God. And although the devil may try to confuse him, in the end he will realize who he truly is and what his purpose is. Elliot questions the man to as well as to his identity, but the response is simply real good friend. All right, now for the ending, the procedure, 5 sentences of this video. Go to the description box below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. I will spoil it since this did pretty well. Okay, Elliot asks the devil to cancel the contract, but the devil refuses. Elliot states he will not use his final wish. And the devil teleports them to hell. When the devil pushes him to make the final wish, Elliot wishes that Allison could have a happy life with or without him. But aside from the devil, Elliot falls into the depths of hell. But just then he wakes up on a marble staircase, wondering if it's heaven. The devil tells him that a provision in the contract's fine print states that a selfless wish voids the contract. Elliot admits that despite her manipulation of him, he has come to like the devil and regards her as a friend. She advises that heaven and hell can be found on earth. It is up to humans to choose. Elliot asks Allison out, but discovers she's already seen Diane Norman. He continues with his life with a better understanding of who he is. Elliot is confronted by one of his co-workers, Bob, who ridicules Elliot at the encouragement of his co-workers. Elliot grabs a terrified Bob by the shirt, but lets go by simply saying, "Nice talking to you." At home, he meets a new neighbor, Nicole Delarusso, whose looks resemble Allison's, but whose personality, interests, and fashion sense are much closer to his. He offers to help her unpack, and they begin a relationship. While the two walk along a boulevard, the devil and Elliot's cellmate, both dressed in white, are playing chess. The devil's computer program lists Nicole and Elliot's foibles, which they tolerate, in the story. So, what did I think of the 2000 version of Bedazzled? Again, it's a guilty pleasure and it's fun in some ways. David Newman's score wasn't too bad. The film was released in October of 2000 in the US. While it did fare and what have you, and although it lost to Meet the Parents when it opened up in um in the UK, no, wait a minute. No, wait, not just no, not the UK. I'm sorry, and it's American owning. It still did well. The film went on to make 90 million worldwide. It got mixed reviews, however. Elizabeth Hurley's performance was praised, but her attendance of its premiere was met with backlash from the Screen Actors Guild because it occurred during a strike it was holding. The film's currently run at 50% on the tomato meter. They say, though it has its funny moments, this remake is essentially a one joke movie with too many flat plots and not a patch on the superior original. I agree, but again, this film is still, in ways, a guilty pleasure in ways. I mean, I really got a good laugh from after seeing the original. But anyway, it proved to be pretty funny. Brendan Fraser plays Elliot, and he's pretty good. Elizabeth Hurley playing the devil wasn't too bad either. Although, unlike Peter Cook's devil in the original, she don't have no pseudonym and alias. Yeah, that's kind of another bit of a downside. Frances O'Connor plays Allison and Nicole. Pretty good performance. Orlando Jones plays another one of Elliot's co-workers, Daniel. Paul Alsing plays Bob. Toby Huss plays Jerry. Miriam Short plays Carol. Gabriel Cassius, which this was the only other film I'm known by aside from Black Dog with Patrick Swayze, plays Elliot's cellmate. So anyway, yeah, and also it's Brian Doyle Murray as the priest. Elliot talks to. So overall, yeah. But again, it's kind of pretty fun. Harold Ramis did his extreme best with. But I'd say this doesn't quite come close to the original in any ways. We don't even get to meet people who are acting like the seven sins and what have you. You know, like what we got with anger, avarice, gluttony, vanity, envy, and of course Lillian Lust, played by the late great Raquel Welch. May she rest in peace. And I'm talking about the original Bedazzled, of course. But anyway, the remake of Bedazzled has its moments, but it's fun in some ways. But would I recommend it? Well, I'd say maybe be on the safe side. Give it a one-time watch. Unless you're a big Brendan Fraser fan, or maybe if you're into Elizabeth Hurley, I'd say, again, give it a one-time watch. Definitely. But anyway, but if you're not satisfied with it, good luck with finding the original. It's really tough to find nowadays. And it has been released in a back-to-back double feature on DVD before, but that's pretty tough to find nowadays. Just like how you can find the original Bedazzled alone. But anyway, what did you think of the 2000 remake of Bedazzled? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my March 2023 schedule. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out some of these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Just Married. The upper right-hand corner is my review of the R-rated comedy Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Or if you want a little bit more devilishly fun laughs, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of the original Bedazzled from 1967. It celebrated its 55th anniversary last year. And the bottom right corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.